Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Los Angeles Bias. As usual, I'm your host Russell, still here at my home. It is still winter break, which is why I have such an odd lighting setup right now. You probably saw me kind of like pull into that spotlight, right? Look, you can kind of see it as I do that. Woo! So lighting in this video will be a little bit weird, but frankly, the only thing I have in my room in terms of lighting is a ceiling fan, which you just could not see anything very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. I'll try to color correct it or whatever. But I am fresh off of watching the USC Trojans take on the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl, and it wasn't great. That was not a great showing by the USC Trojans. But as usual, before I jump into any of that stuff, any of the stats, the score, just my emotional reaction to whatever I just spent the last 4 hours of my life watching, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump into some of the vlogging type stuff, some of the stuff I was able to do up in Northern California when we went to go get my sister from San Jose State University. Got to enjoy some sub-freezing temperatures for the first time in a while, got to take a special tour, and got to see some family, which is always a ton of fun. So go ahead and enjoy that. We'll be right back.
Yeah, this weather is a lot colder than I'm used to being. As you can see, it is very, very cold right now. I'm putting it to Celsius because it's in the negative, which is far more dramatic.
Hotel breakfast, isn't It's been pretty. Like in the chair.
Onward now. Let's go. Yes! Go! Yes! Welcome home! Oh, come on! Put some of the rowing strength into it. Come on! Yay! Merry Christmas! Welcome back from Ireland.
So now we will be taking actually a tour of the brand new Apple headquarters, because yes, I am just that important. No, we actually got a little bit of hookup. He's actually going to give us, one of my mom's friends is actually going to give us a bit of a tour. I'm not sure if I'll even be able to include this because I don't know if they're going to let me film in there or not. So that'll be interesting. But if they do let me film, I'll be sure to include it right here. So I hope you all enjoy that. Coming in from the other side like it was a surprise. Gonna get a little bit closer so we can see me because we all want to see me. Okay, so huge shout out to my cousin very quickly because this footage right here. Is from her. That's right, my cousin Natalie. She actually just got back from Ireland from study abroad. Nice to have you home. But she goes to Purdue University and was able to capture that footage from the Foster Farms Bowl and the Purdue Boilermakers being able to just pull off a stunner, just an amazing game against the Arizona Wildcats, just taking down another Pac-12 team. And usually on this show, we like to back the pack, right? It's bowl season. You know, we want the Pac-12 to come out and have a great showing, show everyone that, hey, listen, we're a serious conference too. We deserve to be taken seriously. And we are not doing a great job of that. Currently, at this moment, the Pac-12 is 1-7 in bowl season. That's right, Utah being the only team to win a bowl game so far. It has not been a great time of year for the Pac-12. But with that, let's go ahead, let's jump into the Cotton Bowl. I am fresh off of watching that that game, I'm just going to call it a game because that's what it was, with the USC Trojans losing to the Ohio State Buckeyes by a score of 7-24. Now, I told you the score. I told you the score, just how it went down. USC losing by, by a pretty substantial margin, considering the Vegas odds were only like a field goal or something like that. But if I told you that USC had a 35-25 minute advantage of time of possession, a 413-yard to 277-yard advantage, and a 23-13 first down advantage all over Ohio State, you'd expect the score to be switched. You expect USC to come out of this game easily with a victory. And this was a game that USC not only could have won, but almost should have won. The amount of drives that ended in Ohio State territory, the amount of drives that ended in the red zone without any points, they were pathetic. That's the word I'm going to have to use for this game. With 4 huge and just insanely costly turnovers, the USC Trojans just dropped this one massively to Ohio State. There was one interception, which was a pick 6 by Sam Darnold, where the safety just baited him the entire way. He saw it coming just the entire play. That was terrible. 2 fumbles by Sam Darnold, because frankly, he was just getting zero protection by our offensive line, which has really been just the tale of the entire season. Our offensive line just not giving Sam the pocket, the time he needs to go out there and be the Heisman contender that he should have been. And then that Deontay Burnett fumble, which was an amazing play too. It was like a 10-15 yard third down conversion, great pass by Sam, great catch by Deontay, and he fumbles it, and Ohio State gets the ball deep into USC territory. They score a couple plays later, and pretty much from then on, it was just a bloodbath by Ohio State. All of these turnovers coming at terrible times. The only reason USC scored actually was because Ohio State's punt returner actually muffed a punt. USC started around the 15-yard line. They were able to punch it in with Ronald Jones, who also had a terrible game, and those were the only points USC scored. Sam Darnold actually, a lot of people came out of this game saying, Sam Darnold's stock is just going to plummet. Oh, he played terribly. Did he? Did he though? In my opinion, he did not. He went 26 for 45 because there was no running game at all. All we could do was throw the ball. 356 yards, which is a lot of yards. I mean, he spread the ball out to, I believe, 7 different receivers, something like that. Deontay Burnett, 139 yards. Tyler Vaughn, 119 yards. Michael Pittman, 69 yards with some amazing catches. The receivers actually played quite well. There were some amazing catches down the sideline. Sam Darnold was accurate. Whenever he was given more than, 1.5 seconds, he was able to deliver a pretty accurate ball down the field too. He was showing some incredible arm strength, some incredible accuracy. In my opinion, he showed an amazing talent, some amazing poise considering how little time he was giving, considering the just exquisite pressure that the Ohio State D-line was able to put onto him. Oh my God. They were getting to Sam Darnold with 3 men rushing. They had 8 sacks, with most of them not being just full-on blitzes. And when they did blitz, oh my God. Holy cow, I have to come out of frame. I have to come out of the spotlight for a second because it was absolutely ridiculous. They came through untouched. Our O-line, it was paper. They were paper thin. They could not get a block to save their lives, which kind of showed in our rushing game. Ronald Jones only had 64 yards. He had that touchdown, but it was like on the 1-yard line. We definitely did not have over 100 yards rushing. Ron Jones was just a non-factor. We could only throw the ball, and it therefore put a ton of pressure on our defense, which played lights out. Oh my God, I feel so bad for our defense because our defense played on a playoff level. They came out there, they stood their ground, and they did what they could against a very, very talented Ohio State offense. And a quarterback who's played for Ohio State for like 10 years, JT Barrett, who was able to pass Drew Brees for Big Ten numbers, whatever, just took a year or 2 longer than Drew Brees. Okay, congratulations. But our defense just played amazingly. They did whatever they could. They pretty much just silenced Ohio State's rushing. They did a great job against JT Barrett, and there's very, very talented wide receivers. Everyone talked about at the beginning of the year how this was going to be the year for our offense. We have Sam Darnold, we have Ron Jones, Deontay Burnett, Michael Pittman. And then the story of the season really ended up being our defense bailing out our offense, and it really showed. This game perfectly encapsulated USC's 2017 season, because it was offensive inefficiency, terrible turnovers, but then our defense coming out and playing and showing the pulse. And I think that can be displayed with our dude of the day. I don't have our trophy or anything like that because it's my room, all that stuff is back in my apartment. But what I am going to do is, you saw it inside that some of the footage at the beginning. I'm going to use this because I can and I kind of want to, and it's a very fun gift from my sister. Our dude of the day is Uchenna Nwosu, who he was a player spotlight throughout the game, and boy did he deserve it. He played lights out. He played like a man who knew this was his last game. He played like a man who knew this was something worth playing for. And for that, you earned so much honor and respect from everybody. Everybody not only on your team, but I believe anybody who watched this game saw you not give up and saw you make play after play after play. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. Everything got so muffled all of a sudden. Uchenna Nwosu, this amazing Poe Dameron helmet can be yours if you come and claim your Dude of the Day award for the Cotton Bowl, because you really did play lights out. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, see if it messed with my hair. It's not that bad. That's okay, I still look great, that's all that matters. But yes, and unfortunately this is how USC season is going to end, on a rather just ugly note. Not to mention the fight that broke out at the end, having Tyler Vaughns get ejected from the game. You just saw the frustration on the USC sideline. It was not great. All you're gonna hear about for the next couple months until USC's seasons, whether or not Sam Darnold leaves, the turnover issue, and just now it's going to affect recruiting too. USC's signing class is not very large, but it's got a lot of talent. Will a lot of people drop now? Will people sign anymore now that USC just went out and just lost this game so ugly to Ohio State? But with that, that is the final game of the 2017 season. It's been a season of high, a season of lows, and I will actually get to all of that in the next episode. The next episode will kind of just be a year in review type episode. I will still probably be here at my house, or it'll be a special episode. It'll be a little bit longer. We'll be looking back at everything that happened throughout the years. We're gonna have bloopers. We're gonna have stuff that didn't make it into other episodes. Hopefully we can have some special guests or something like that. And then throughout the year, I'm going to keep on making videos. I'm going to keep on making those character spotlights like I put out last week. And I'm going to keep on filling you guys in with everything that, has to do with USC football, and just the life of a USC student. But thank you all so much for watching the entire year. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. And you know what? Not the best ending for USC season, but it was still an amazing experience to be part of it. So thank you all. Thank you to the USC Trojans for that. So I will see you all next week, and fight on.